I never even changed that to the name of mine.
Welcome everyone to the Flames at Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. The Blazers kicking away to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he winds up right where he was. The touchback goes out of bounds at 25. So Auburn's offense will get the first possession of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust him. He's dependable. He's also one of those guys, he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there. Second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll test the right side. And he's a real nowhere man in this no-game man. Probably the toughest part on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball 25. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Thompson.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness. They're always communicating. They understand the they know exactly what they need to do to make the tackle force them. That is so well done.
And they'll hold down the returner. So UAB's offense heads over the field. Our look at them today. As we take a look at impact players in this game, David, to make an impact from their leaders.
Your leaders need to lead the football team. They got to step up and make babies based on keep everybody coming. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, they also change the set for their respective
He was like, yeah, no, wireless.
The teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He wants to pass it on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On the move is the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Blazers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return-ins, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. And, man, David, you couldn't ask for any better starting field position than this.
This is as good as it gets. Defense made the play. Now offense gets a chance, Jesse, to go cash this thing.
Yeah, they got to pay this one off, too. They would love to be able to go out, be physical, and run this thing in, put a touchdown up on the board.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UAB. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Wide out in motion. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Tigers are flying down the field.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football, let him go to work.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. Makes Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. The back goes in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Play number 9 on this drive. Running behind that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is in front. They've led for most of the game. However, Brutus isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Pollard. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light the scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll go with a direct snap. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
throw it. They're bringing heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quick release on the RPO. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting him drive off the ball on first down on his running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
On second down, wants to throw. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Tigers! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
That's reeled in. It's Pollard. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Blazers are in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can...
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quickly complete. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Puts one in the spin cycle. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. From that spot on the field, it almost takes the decision out of it. You almost have to go for it.
Well, you think about what punting gives you. Punting, you could end up with 15, 20 yards. That would be awful. So you have to go for it. Put your offense on the field. Listen, these are the situations where you trust your offense. If you want to score a lot of points and you want to listen to analytics, you absolutely go for this.
He's back to throw on second down. Makes a connection. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The snap sets up the throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keith. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Blazers headed quickly to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Blazers. What a grab and go for the score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
UAB 28, Auburn 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Oh, he's going to go for the return. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They'll start this third quarter with a run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The give on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for them fourth mostly.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You try to catch them off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Third and goal from way back there. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll look to throw on third and goal. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the third and goal.
Pressure coming. Touchdown, UAB! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Quickly to the tight end. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get them on the ground. Third and short now from their own 48. This quarterback part of their running game. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. How good has this offense been on fourth down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. That completion delivers a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. After the big first down sack, it's second down.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Push down for the tackle.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Offense set on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pollard. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. Grab near the sticks. It's Pope. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
The Blazers have this offense rolling. Comes out throwing on first down. And they got him for the sack.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season, and